I want to jump into this, to this episode. You know what I mean? Let's jump into this episode. What non-resident aliens? Let's get into this non-resident aliens. Got a lot of people who want to talk about these non-resident aliens. I don't, hey, I'm not judging anyone. How could I judge? But if y'all know me, not only do I exquisitely and exceptionally love pancake and toast. In other words, making it hard for these foods to charge for information out here. But I also love to be very specific. So, L, seeker of truth, speaker of truth, I like to be very specific. So we've been talking about these non-resident aliens. I've come to understand and witness that a lot of my people, in my opinion, humble opinion, have a really serious misunderstanding as to what a non-resident alien is, who are non-resident aliens, and the demarcation line between a resident alien or a resident and a non-resident alien. So let's jump into that. But first I want to ask, rhetorically, is an individual a non-resident alien? Is an individual? Y'all know how I get down. Like I don't talk about the discharge aspect of it, whereas I do not in any way, shape, or form dismiss the validity or potential of set off and discharge within the current United States commercial system. Not dismissing it in any way. What I am saying is, hey man, I don't really get down with it. I think it's a lot of liability. If you're willing to get down with it, that's cool. But you gotta understand what's going down. And what I'm jumping off is that birth certificate, you're authenticating it on the state level, on the federal level. You got the little ribbon on it and stuff. You a holder in due course and all this dance. Bottom line is, fam, if you a holder in due course, that means you're recognized by the public as a holder in due course. In order to be a holder in due course, you must be acting in a specific capacity recognizable by the public, by legislation. And if you are acting in a specific capacity recognizable by legislation, legislation governs that capacity or the entity of which you're acting in capacity of, on behalf of. Hope you follow what I'm saying. Bottom line is, there's a state of Arizona, state of Illinois, state of California, state of Florida, state of Georgia, state of Mississippi, state of Alabama, state of Maryland seal on the top of that birth certificate, family. Let's just start with this. We're going to start with the individual. I'm going to do that dance, tap dance all over you fools. I ain't talking about y'all, though. I'm talking about y'all. So if it has a state seal on the top of the document that evidences the existence of the individual, they always, what's the birth certificate? We need a birth certificate, social security card. Birth certificate, social security card. Do you have an ID? Okay, we need your social security card. We're going to take a photocopy of your social security card and your ID because we know you used the ID and the birth certificate. We know you used the birth certificate and the ID to get use the birth certificate and the social security card to get the ID. So we understand that. There's a state seal at the top of that certificate, not a family seal. Not a private family seal, the Johnsons, the Byron L's. Look, fam, it is an individual. How could an individual be alien to the United States? If a state of Arizona is a part of the United States or within the jurisdiction of the United States, whether it be territorial jurisdiction or whatnot, if this is the case, an individual could never, ever, ever be an alien to the United States. Ever, ever, never. How? How? Tell me how. And I'm not trying to be, pejorative. I'm not trying to be dismissive. I'm not trying to, make it sound like I know everything and blah, blah, blah. And you should feel a certain way for thinking, if you ever thought or ever believed or anybody ever told you that an individual, you could put in some paperwork and make the individual a non-resident alien. The all cap name, you can pull it out of the come on, fam. It was created within that jurisdiction. That's where it was created. That's where it was, quote, born or birthed. Now, whether or not you hold some sort of possessive attitude towards this document, the certificate, and, the said number that was issued to the holder of the certificate, due course or not, determines your specific capacity to this entity. And even if you have a capacity to an entity, doesn't necessarily mean that you control the law that governs the entity. That would be legislation of a state within the United States. So I'm going to just say this. As far as I'm concerned, for informational and educational purposes only, not to be construed as legal advice in any way. An individual will never be an alien, let alone a resident alien, non-resident alien. It doesn't matter. A lot of people trying to get that non-resident alien status. Could a domestic corporation, I got my estate number. Estate number for what? Estate number for, for the all cap name. It's the estate number. So the estate for the individual. The estate for, the entity that derives its existence from legislation through a birth certificate. Yeah. So what you going to do with that estate? I'm going to bring it private. I'm going to make it non-resident alien. All right, fam. Good luck with that, fam. I mean, unless you have some sort of legislative power to modify statutes, not going to happen. Not going to happen. I don't care if it's a corporation. I don't care if it's an estate. I don't care if it's an LLC. I would love to be proven wrong because I love to learn. You understand what I'm saying? I love to learn. But through my research, which has been extensive on this particular subject, an individual or an LLC, anything that owes its existence to legislation will never be an alien to the legislative body which born it. It's like, your mom not recognizing you. And I guess that's possible if she has Alzheimer's or dementia or something. But beyond that, like, for real, man, how would you ever be alien to your mother or your father? Alien, like, I don't even know. Like, I know this little dude, whether you bad or not, you could be a killer. She still know you. You're not alien. Like, how could an individual ever be alien to the state? Family, I'm just trying to help y'all out. I'm going to let y'all know what a non-resident alien is. You know what I'm saying? But before that, I'm going to tell you what it ain't, man. It's nothing that comes from the public. If it's got a state seal on it or some sort of state registration or something, even the birth certificate got a state seal on it, fam. And then the Social Security card has the name in exact proportions, capital letters and everything, matching the birth certificate, regardless of the laws of grammar. To me, that says something. Never be an alien. Topic number 851, resident and non-resident aliens. This is from irs.gov. Because residents and non-resident aliens are taxed differently, it's important for you to determine your tax status. And there it is. Because residents and non-resident aliens are taxed differently. It's always about taxes. I mean, I understand taxes are burdensome. But we in Mass's house trying to find remedy in his closets and hoping they apply to us, man. Because residents and non-resident aliens are taxed differently, it's important for you to determine your tax status. You understand what you means? You should look up the term you, Y-O-U, in a legal dictionary. I mean, you really should. You are considered a non-resident alien for any period that you neither are a U.S. citizen nor a resident alien for tax purposes. So it's a resident alien. You're considered a resident alien for a calendar year if you meet the green card test with a substantial presence test for the year. What's the green card test? The green card test, you're considered to have met the green card test and therefore a resident alien if at any time during the calendar year you were a lawful permanent resident of the United States. Y'all know what the United States is. Definition is 3002. And this status has not been revoked or administratively or judicially determined to have been abandoned. Substantial presence test. You satisfy the substantial presence test and are therefore treated as a resident alien for a calendar year if you have been physically present in the United States, capital U, capital S, on at least 31 days during the current year and 183 days during the 3-year period. That includes current year and 2 years immediately preceding the current year to satisfy the 183-day requirement count. All of the days you were present in the current year, 1/3 of the days you were present in the first year, 1/6 of the days you were present in the second year. For the purposes of substantial presence test, the United States does not include U.S. possessions and territories or U.S. airspace. The United States includes the following areas: all 50 states, 50, and the District of Columbia, the territorial waters of the United States, and the seabed and subsoil of those submarine areas that are adjacent to U.S. territorial waters and over which the United States has exclusive rights under international law to explore and exploit natural resources. Check this out. Choosing resident alien status. Even if you don't meet the green card test or the substantial presence test, you may be able to choose to be treated as a resident alien for part of a calendar year by making the first year choice. Or if you are a non-resident alien married to a U.S. citizen or a resident alien, you and your spouse may be able to make joint election to treat your resident alien for the entire calendar year. If you are a non-resident alien who is engaged in a trade or business in the United States, has any U.S. source income on which the amount of tax withheld didn't fully satisfy the tax due, or seeks to claim a refund or a refund on over withheld or overpaid tax, you must file a Form 1040-NR. This is for individuals. But people are looking at that 1041. I understand where we're going. I'm just walking there slowly. It's okay. It's all good. For tax purposes, definition of a non-resident alien is a person who is not a U.S. citizen and who does not meet either the green card test or the substantial presence test, described in our publication from 519. So, is a person who is not a U.S. citizen. The individual, that birth certificate will always be a U.S. citizen. Now, the person acting in a certain capacity with regards to that U.S. citizen, that's something different and entirely different. And I understand that. But I'm telling you, that birth certificate, it has specific purposes, and it will always be a U.S. citizen. Always. Where we at? So, if you follow where I'm going with this, and you might not, because I'm a little, you know what I'm saying. But if you follow where I'm going with this, I'm describing specifically the difference between a resident alien and a resident and a non-resident. And I'm telling y'all, man, that birth certificate is resident, man. It was created in, look. So, okay. So we looking for the non-resident. Okay, so who is a non-resident alien? So you got people who are from foreign countries who are not U.S. citizens. Okay, cool. But we're talking about commerce, right? And we know that corporation is a legal person. We know an individual is a legal person. Okay? We also know that a trust is a legal person. So if you follow what I'm saying, which is I'm saying a lot of this stuff, I'm coming from that standpoint of does it or does it not owe its existence to legislation? No. Or yes. If it's an LLC, legislation. The birth certificate, that was the helping mothers, what was it? Saving mothers. It was something how they got that act, the birth certificate through. But it was an act of Congress, you should look it up. The helping mothers and babies birth act or something. I can't remember, man. It was a while ago since I read that. But that was legislation which spawned the birth certificate, fam. So it's always going to be a resident. It's never going to be a non-resident, and it'll never be alien. Never be alien. Now, you can debate me whether or not it's going to always be a resident, but it will always be domestic. It will never be alien. Now, when we're looking for non-resident alien, right? So obviously it's going to be something that does not owe its existence to legislation. We know what that is. And if we understand United States jurisdiction, so if it does not owe its existence to legislation, such as a contract, then it's, typically not governed by legislation. Only transactions with entities that owe its existence to legislation, those transactions specifically would be governed by legislation, but the entity itself would not be. And this is a contract. So is a contract that does not owe its existence to legislation, is it alien? Is it alien to the state? Yes. Is it alien to the United States? Yes, because it does not owe its existence to any legislation, whether it be state or federal. But it is protected by the Constitution, Article 1, Section 10, stating in part, no state shall pass any law impairing the obligation to contract. Now, I understand a lot of people don't understand this concept. That's why a lot of these gurus probably don't talk about this. But I don't know why people don't talk about it. I don't know what people do. You know what I'm saying? But if you study, study, you will, you may or may not show yourself approved. So if you have a contract that does not owe its existence to legislation, therefore it's not governed by legislation, this contract thus would be alien to the Constitution, and it would be alien to any state legislation or federal legislation. Recognized and protected due to its contractual nature, but still foreign, alien to the Constitution. Now, specific jurisdiction within the contract must be declared, evidenced, and construed properly so that the residency within the corporate United States is described in contradistinction to the jurisdiction being invoked in the contract. And that's, we get into that in trustee training, obviously. But I have no problem describing you what a non-resident alien is. If you have a proper contract, trust, executed with the proper jurisdiction invoked in the contract, it is a non-resident alien. It does not reside within the corporate jurisdiction, and it was not created and is not governed by legislation. Now, I just broke that down. I hope that popped a lot of y'all's brains wide open. I really hope it did. And, my whole point, and, this educational show called The Foundation is to get y'all on point so y'all can ask the right questions so you can expose these frauds and these high-level finessers. You can expose them so you can stay away from them. But how could a contract that be in existence and does not owe its existence to legislation, how could it not be foreign? How could it not be alien? Of course, that contract could become resident depending on the jurisdiction or the behavior, situs, domicile chosen by the trustees. That could happen. Residency couldn't be shown. But through proper administration and proper substantiation, you can definitely remain outside of that jurisdiction and preserve that non-resident alien status for that contract trust, for that trust entity. As you stand in the capacity of trustee, you stand not only under an entity that has contractual protections afforded to it by the Constitution, but also you're acting on behalf of a non-resident alien that may or may not put you by way and vicariously through that contract entity into an ill position. I'm just trying to, I'm trying to let y'all know. I really am. So hopefully y'all know what alien to the United States means, how to determine what entities, who and how. Now, living, breathing, you sitting there in the flesh, alien as well, alien to the United States, but do you reside vicariously through consummated contracts and minimum contacts between you, the living, breathing, and that birth certificate with all those capital letters resembling your given name? I don't know. That's on y'all. But understanding the demarcation lines through jurisdictions is absolutely important and necessary to be able to break down these concepts. But in order to do that, you got to study. Listening to people talk ain't going to really do it. Because all you're going to be able to do is repeat what they said, and you might get it, but you can't stand on it because, okay, so where can I go to see that? So with that being said, you know what I mean? Y'all my people. You know y'all my people, right? And I ain't finna jump on here with no razzle dazzle trying to impress you. I'm gonna jump on here with the truth. If you like it, cool. If you don't, hopefully you learn something. I'm just trying to dispel some of this fog and this mist out here with these high-level finessers out here trying to do their ratchet dance. So, contract entity, proper jurisdiction, invoked in the contract, non-resident alien, but it depends heavily on the administration of the trustees. Y'all can email me, admin@welcometothefoundation.com, if you're interested in getting trustee training. I mean, if I say this in the public, imagine what I say in the private. Blah, blah. Admin@welcometothefoundation.com. It's also, there's Carrot Bars Dance. They got multiple products. They just signed up with another mine. The gold is cheaper. I feel and believe my mentors when they say gold is going to reach a price where it's going to be prohibitive for most people, for us. And you're going to want to be with a respectable company, reputable company that you can, trust that you're going to get your product delivered. And from the standpoint of privacy, they don't ask for a social security number. They don't report to the Internal Revenue Service. U.S. citizens are required to self-report, but if you're not a U.S. citizen or you're operating through an entity that is not a U.S. citizen, blah, blah, blah. But substantiation is key. You can say something, but can you stand on it through proper documentation and administration? And that's what we teach and learn in trustee training. So admin@welcometothefoundation.com. And also, if you're interested in signing up for Carrot Bars, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to turn around and have other people sign up. I mean, that's an option. You can be an affiliate, but you can just sign up as a customer. Email me, admin@welcometothefoundation.com. I'll send you a link. You can sign up. I think you need a link still to sign up. It's by invite only. And I've used them for years. Every time I ordered it, they hold it. I have them hold it because, you buy a gram at a time, a gram of gold, and it's $20 to ship. So I usually I buy 7 grams, 8 grams or something. And when I get to 8 grams or something, I have them ship all that versus shipping every gram for $20. It don't make no sense. But you can do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But I've done it many times. I've been dealing with them for many years, and I get the gold. I brought it in. I've had it tested. But now that they have this new contract with the mine, it makes more sense, telling y'all about it because the other stuff they have with that other mine, it was just too expensive, man. I ain't finna do y'all like that, man. But this, this is more. It makes more sense what's going on right now. But I got this video I'll send y'all. I'll send you a link to sign up. It's very informative, and then I'll walk you through it if you need me to. But admin at welcometothefoundation.com. I do make some commissions or points or whatever that add up to commissions if you buy. You sign up under me and buy. But to me, that's not really what it's about. It's really about y'all getting your hands on some gold that's affordable, and $50 for about a gram right now, and $20 right now for an ounce of silver. So you can get an ounce of silver every month, and a gram of gold every month. So it'll be about $70. And I know that might be prohibitive for somebody, but at least get it. Go grab an ounce of silver. I would say American Eagles, the only coins designated numismatic by Congress. But that's what it is. Admin at welcometothefoundation.com. Book a consultation, trustee training, passport, no social, DVD. Tehran still got a couple people, a couple spots available in this walkthrough. He's walking people through how to clean their credit, and he's telling them everything. And he's trying to do that. He's walking them through before the end of the year. So next year, 2020, you start off with some great credit, possibly some funding to start your business and stuff. Admin at welcometothefoundation.com if you're interested in that. And that's about it, man. We coming up to the end of the broadcast. I know it was a lot of information, man. Download the episode, listen to it a bunch of times. But I try to keep it thorough, man. Non-resident aliens, man. Check these fools out here tripping. But I'm gonna go to the phone lines. 424-222-5250. You press 1 on your keypad if you got a question. Hold up. Let me check the switchboard first. Okay, of course. I can't guarantee anything, y'all, with this, with the switchboard. But 4056 929-4056. Let's try the first one. Peace. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Peace, my brother Saltel. This is Sister Yvette. Peace, kings and queens. Peace, communities. My brother, I am so proud of you telling people about the foolishness that's going on out here. See, my brothers and sisters, all these different communities, they trying to get their sovereign citizenship. They trying to get denying anything. And these folks out here that's selling these documents, they not telling them the full thing. Yeah, you want to go private, but the thing about it, are you willing to invest in being private? The thing about it is, everybody wants to come off the map. These social securities, these birth certificates, these state IDs, they are the government's tracking numbers. And I keep telling you all this. They are the tracking numbers, so they track how much money they're making off of your little game. You all need to understand, you all want to get your strong man on, you want to get your straw man on, you want to be this, you want to put your letters in all caps. Know the true meaning. Go and study, people. Don't want to go and spend all this money for these documents, these PDFs. You running all over the place getting all this information, and some of y'all going to end up in the brick wall. It makes no sense. Now, tomorrow's Thanksgiving, I'm going to tell you what half of y'all done did. What? Spend about $300 to maybe $1,000 to entertain folks. Then when you get up, Thursday evening after 6, you all going to run out Black Friday. Okay, what you going to spend? About $1,000, $2,000, $3,000? Why don't you all invest in your private education? Why don't you book yourselves a consultation? See, tomorrow when I gather with my family, we're going to have our first family trust meeting. Because I already explained to everybody, I'm not going to be around forever. So y'all young folks, instead of y'all chasing the Joneses and the latest fads, I'm trying to tell y'all something. You all want to get properties, you want to get cars. See, when you got all of this stuff lined up properly, you come off the map. But you first have to line yourselves up properly to come off the map, come off the radar. See, you deceiving yourselves when you go and spend all this money for stuff that's not even going to get you completely off the map. Because some of you are in denial. You want to come off the map, but you're still going to these public assistance programs. You're still going to these social programs to get assistance, to get help, to get housing, to get Social Security, to get disability. You're in denial, people. Set yourselves up properly, okay? Because either way, you still need all the documents you're trying to ditch to get the mortgages and to get the cars and everything else. You still need this stuff. Once you set yourselves up really the right way, all of that falls into place. But again, good teaching, true teaching, truthful teaching, not filthy lucre. See, these dudes out here that's selling you short-term goals, they all smiling going to the bag. You the fools that's holding the empty bags. My brother, I thank you for the execution of the documents. I received them. Proper execution, proper formation, professional performance. That's the way how you do things. I appreciate you, my brother. Okay? The ancestors are proud of you. Kings, queens, self-examine. Self-examine. 2020 is coming in. Some of y'all going to be in for a rude awakening just now. Pull yourselves up. Let that Black Friday go and invest in your private education, kings and queens. That's what I'm doing with my family tomorrow. Family trust business. We're not celebrating Thanksgiving. My brother, be blessed, King. I will see you. Well, I'll speak with you in the private. All the trustees, I applaud you and I'm proud of you. Continue your education. Don't go back. Peace, my brother. Peace, kings and queens.
Woo, peace. Peace, sister. I appreciate you. I always appreciate your words. Yeah, 90 seconds. So we got about a minute and a half left in the broadcast. Y'all got to call in, 424-222-5250. But you know what? I think I'm about to wrap this up because y'all know what's going on. I ain't even got to say it. This switchboard is being special. I can't. Okay. Nope.
Okay.
All right, let me try this caller. I'm trying to hit refresh. You refresh the screen. I'm just being tolerant, y'all. We good? You know, hey, I'm chilling. We're gonna get this working. Let me get this working. Can't stop me. We ain't having these difficulties tonight. We're gonna take some callers. All right, 111 Skype caller, Skype man, Skype woman. Peace.
Yeah. Peace to the brother Sot. How you doing? Balance on the check-in, man. It's been a minute, man. How you been? You already
Peace,
know.
man.
I'm getting ready to call you shortly. I got your number back. I lost a lot of stuff, but I'm back on. So be on the lookout. You know what I'm saying?
All right, yeah, I got you, man. It's good to hear from you, man. Yeah. Balance, how you doing?
I wanted to ask you, yeah, I'm hanging in there, man, but, had to take care of some things, that I relate to you that, I keep it in the private, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I wanted to find out from you also about the, the papers that you do on the trust side, right?
The who?
What's the amount of documents that you give out when you give out the documents for the trust? When you officially get them, done up and sent off?
Oh yeah, just call me after the show. Let's talk about it.
Okay. All right, definitely.
Yeah, you doing well though?
You all right
good?
otherwise? Yeah. I'm getting back on, deck. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to send a shout out to all the listening families that waking up to the trust, or been doing the trust and been listening to the brother Sot.
So you got my message when I try to call you?
Yeah. Oh, no doubt. I got it.
Okay.
And I'm definitely gonna reach back. I just was, kind of hectic, coming out of a little situation. I'm gonna hit you up. So we're gonna build. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, definitely.
No doubt.
Definitely.
All right. So I say peace to the you, so my good brethren, and peace to the family that's listening in. And we all gonna get through all this. You know what I'm saying? No matter what.
Oh yeah.
Because every day is a new day, and gotta study, man. That's how you get better and better up in your cranium. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. All
right.
Stay fresh. Yeah, man. Good
to
hear from you, family. I'll talk to you soon, man.
No doubt. All right,
Peace.
No doubt. Peace.
That's the brother Ballin. He been down for a while, man. That's my guy right there. All right, 205-0377. This looks familiar.
Yes, sir. You know indeed. Hey,
What's up, man? What's
Come
going
on.
down?
Hey, still reporting live. I'm still on the block out here with it. I'm on the job site, so I had to tune in. It's been a minute. It's been a while. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but I'm back on the wave now.
Mellow Bay, y'all.
back on the wave now. Because I got a new little establishment that I've been putting in. I got I got me another little spot, a little pad to work in, and so I've been maneuvering a little bit different. I've been actually just changing the level of my consciousness, so things outside can form around to it. A little bit more better for me. So it is what it is, and I'm ready to branch out now to probably just trying to see what's up on my LLC. You know what I'm saying? Willing to maneuver in a pathway like that now. People need to recognize, even though you're working a 9 to 5, you still can do your thing on the side. You got to. You know what I mean? It's the only way. It's really be true. I'm gonna be real with you. Out of all the studying so well and all that we done did and know, man, it's like this. I don't see no other way out. There is no other way out. You either conform to or create. Your own. And that's just really what that is. So
it is, yeah.
Yeah, man. It is what it is.
I think our jobs, our jobs with this information, I'm just gonna put it out there. Our jobs is to create, some sort of business, create some, so our children ain't got to apply to someone else's company, some other family's companies for jobs and stuff like that.
That's big facts.
We working on it.
Is that what? Oh yeah, I'm out here with security. Yeah, my brother, they listen, they tuning in too.
Yeah, we tuning in to you.
Yeah, they tuning in, bro.
Oh, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Support, love and support always.
All right, already. Yeah, appreciate you.
Everything been good over there with you?
Yeah,
everything been good over there?
You been working it, man. Doing my dance.
Okay.
That's all I can
Yeah.
do.
Yes, sir. I know you're doing your thing. I said, man, if ain't nobody else straight, we know so straight.
Doing my dance. Doing my, just
yes,
doing
sir.
my dance, man.
Yes, sir.
All we all could do. I mean, I could always do, be doing more. I could always be doing better. But
true.
I get up every day and do my dance, man. I don't care what else I'm doing. And just like you said, even if you work a job, you do your own on the side every day. Even if you do 10 minutes of work a day for your own business, man, after you see a couple months, you're going to be like, man, we got a lot of stuff done. 10 minutes a day, man. So I'm glad you said that, yeah.
Yes, sir. Put a little work in a day. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You'd be surprised with the level of progress that takes place. But you got Charlie Fowl. Charlie Fowl.
Say it again. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm out here, man. I'm gonna get ready to clock out, punch out in a minute. My man's finna stitch me up one. I'm finna go to the crib, bro.
Fam, it's good talking to you, man. Thanks for calling in, man. Hit me up,
yes,
man.
Sir. Hey, your number still the same? Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Yup. Disappearing homies reappear. Yeah.
Yeah, hey, I just always keep me in mind, and I always be there. It's like the power of thought. Everything starts in thought. So yeah, I always be around. You dig?
I dig. Dozens.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like that. Yeah.
All right, man. I'll let you soon, man.
In a minute, God. Peace to the gods. Peace to everybody that listens. Well.
Peace, family. I feel like I just punked the switchboard. I probably shouldn't say that before I start acting up. Before I do, though. 202-1117. Appreciate you, Mello, man. You my guy, man. Love you. 202-1117. Peace. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hi. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yep. You in the bathtub?
Okay.
I'm just playing.
No.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine. I just wanted to ask a question.
Go ahead.
It has to do with the trust.
Okay.
Now, with the trust, can you put, I know a trust you can put assets in the trust, but can you put other people's assets in the trust?
If they consent to it, yeah. You can't just take their stuff and throw it in the trust. That's fraudulent conveyance. But if they consent to it and the trust buys it from them or somehow does some sort of exchange for the assets, the trust gives them something and then they give the assets to the trust, and you substantiate that, through a contract and through, a resolution by the board of trustees in the minutes of the trust. Yeah. Bill of sale. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what I wanted to know, because it was based upon the contract that I had that says that, this can, certain wording can say that it can go to a trust. As long as the contract says that, there shouldn't be no problem.
Right.
Basically.
Right. Yep, as long as the contract says that. And then, typically in the meeting of the board of trustees, the trustees or the board lists, where they derive their authority to do such a thing within the contract indenture. So you typically gonna, due to the authority vested in us, due to regarding Article 13, which states that, and we have decided amongst ourselves that also authorizes us to do such, and and as such, be it resolved that, and then you make the move. Exactly.
So your classes that you offer, you teach about how to do that, right? Is that what the classes consist of?
Yep, we go through all that, proper minutes, proper substantiation, contracts, bill of sales, proposals, board resolution minutes, all that, because that's necessary to, not only substantiate the entity as well as to ward off, potential piercings of the entity as a separate legal entity by, the Internal Revenue Service or creditors. But to me, most importantly, it shows a history of what you do, so your successors of your trust can see how you administer it, so it gives them a foundation of how they're going to do it. And I think that's the most important. But I know a lot of us are looking to show validity in the public as well as, substantiate the validity of the entity in the public as well. So, yeah, we go through all that in training.
Okay. And also, this is the last question. Now, being that the trust that holds things of value. Now, as far as the LLC is the business that creates the income for the trust. So you all teach that as well, right? How to set up the LLC to generate income, because a trust has to have income going in it, correct?
Not necessarily, depending on the purpose of the trust. I mean, some trusts are created just to hold assets and don't necessarily generate income. They're just, just titled assets in the trust, and then that trust just holds the assets. So, a business trust has to have a business purpose in order to, but a business trust is treated separately than a trust when it comes to business purposes. I know for sure on the federal level. 'Cause I've read Supreme Court cases where they treat business trusts separate from, trusts.
Okay. Yeah, because if it's a business trust and you have an LLC, it has to have income. But if it's like a family trust, it doesn't have to have an income like a business, right? That's what you're saying?
Depending on the contract indenture and how that is expressed, that could definitely be a possibility. Exactly. Yeah. I can't say you speaking, you're referencing an indenture, it sounds like, and I haven't seen that indenture, so I don't want to mislead you potentially. Yeah. But depending on what it says in the indenture, that could be very well true.
Mm-hmm. Well, I want to do a class, so I'm going to send you another email. I'll send, because I already heard your email address, and I'm going to tell you what I'm interested in. Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the call.
Oh, you're welcome. I appreciate you calling in and asking the questions. Thank you. Have a great evening.
Thank you. Thank you as well. Mm-hmm. Bye-bye.
All right. Enjoy yourself. All right, y'all. How y'all, those are some great questions. The sister has some great questions. Man, I love y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I rarely get people calling in talking crazy. I rarely get people calling in, asking really, really rudimentary questions. Y'all got really sophisticated questions or commentary. I really appreciate y'all, man. I really do. And with that being said, I'm out. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great week. I trust that you learned something with regards to non-resident aliens. And, if you have a rebuttal, if I'm wrong, if I'm tripping, if I'm absolutely ridiculous and I don't know what I'm talking about, let me know. Bring me up to speed. Email me, admin@welcometothefoundation.com. Tune into the next show. Press 1 on your keypad. Say, so you tripping, and here's why, and I'm going to listen to you. I'm always willing to learn. I'm always learning, and, my stuff always works sometimes, not all the time. But I'm pretty sure, I'm standing on some real solid ground with this. And, I trust that y'all, check it out. Don't take my word for it, because I could be certifiably insane. I could be crazy. Y'all don't know. I could be crazy. I could be sitting here in my boxers. I'm just playing when I was sitting in my boxers. But for real, though, don't take my word for it, man. Y'all do your research, flex your mental muscle. Do your own dance. You know what I'm saying? And, I'll catch y'all somewhere. Hopefully we can do business together. That's the whole point. But I appreciate y'all. I trust that, y'all got something from the show. I trust y'all have a great week. If you celebrate the holidays, you enjoy them. If you're going to be with family, enjoy the family. Be careful when you're traveling, because these people out here are crazy. They will crash into you and then try to get out and talk to you about how you messed up. So, these people are crazy. And I care about y'all. I want y'all to be safe. I want y'all to enjoy your family, enjoy the food, enjoy yourself. Have a great week. I'll catch you here next Wednesday on The Foundation. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, man. Take care of yourself. In a minute. Until next time, peace to the God.
High Frequency Radio.